What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing? We're here. We're watching Goku Black versus Reverse Flash. Actually, yeah, I'm excited about this. I just scrolling through the death battles, and I haven't watched a death battle in quite a long time. So we're hopping on and watching this. This is, gonna be awesome. Two things I love, Dragon Ball, DC Universe. Let's go. So let's do this. I don't know who to pick. I am nervous because I know what both of them can do, and this is about to be crazy. I don't think I'm. Depending, I'm gonna wait till I have a waypoint and then make my pick because I don't know. I don't think I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where this goes. 1080. Let's go.
If you use our code BATTLE at adamandeve.com, you'll get 50% off almost any one item. Then Adam and Eve loads on the
Adam and Eve.
That's a gift for him, a gift for her, and something for the both of you. Plus 6 free movies and free shipping. Remember, that's offer code BATTLE, BATTLE, at adamandeve.com for 50% off almost any one item and 10 free gifts.
Let's go. Rustatif. Death battle. It's been a long time. Goku Black Rose versus. I don't know. Time manipulation, speed. I don't know. But he's a Saiyan. But he's a speedster. So the rules. Let's break them all.
What consumes the thoughts of a god? What do immortals dream of with all the time in the world? In Zamasu's case, his one goal was divine justice.
Divine justice.
Big bad energy all over him.
As the assistant to Universe 10's Supreme Kai, Zamasu prized above all else cosmic and natural beauty.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you know I can burp and fart at the same time? Here, let me try.
Unsurprisingly, Zamasu
is that possible?
despised the inherently chaotic nature of mortals, being seemingly unwilling to lift themselves out of their own cycle of violence and stupidity.
Oh no, you gotta show. Oh God, no.
His heart was clouded.
It's been a while since I've seen that.
Met Son Goku.
With God Ki, Goku could meet
Kakarot!
the god of destruction, Beerus. Their clash nearly destroyed the entirety of Universe 7, a cosmological structure at least 9 times larger than our own universe. At most, it could even be as large as 13 times greater than
Beerus
ours.
versus
As a side note, it's
somebody.
that when 2 gods of destruction fought, they were capable of casually destroying 2 of these universes.
And since the shockwaves from their punches traveled across Universe 7 in seconds, they'd have to be hitting way faster than light.
Goku was tapping into his Super Saiyan God form.
I don't know what's happening to me. I'm conflicted. My babies.
Super Saiyan Blue is unknown.
Dragon Ball.
Himself has directly compared it to the original Super Saiyan form.
And don't forget, Goku trained with Whis and fought in the tournament with Universe 6 before Zamasu caught up with him. So by that time, he was way stronger.
Here was a mortal with the powers of gods beyond even Zamasu's abilities. Someone who could bring his dreams to fruition.
So Sammy did what anyone would do in
Of course. Here we go.
Master to become the Supreme Kai, wish on the Super Dragon Balls to switch bodies with Goku, and kill every single mortal in the universe.
And thus the deity Zamasu became Goku Black.
Please, Goku Black? You couldn't be more creative?
No, you might be wondering, why didn't he just wish all the mortals dead? But that wouldn't be as fun, would it?
Bulma.
It's got all of Goku's strength and powers, but wielded by a genocidal maniac instead of that lovable goober of a monkey man.
And in keeping with Goku's Saiyan heritage and godly ki, Black can easily achieve the form of Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
But with a shameful twist.
Super Saiyan
Rose.
Rose? Really? What is he, a suburban wine mom? Watch out before he unlocks Super Saiyan Live, Laugh, Love! He stole Goku's techniques too, like the instant transmission, where he focuses on a person's key signature to teleport to their location. He's even got the Black Kamehameha, which is a Kamehameha, but pink.
And with a Saiyan body, he gets stronger and stronger every time he almost dies. He just becomes harder and harder to kill.
Which really sucks for the rest of the universe.
I love the Saiyans have that like Doomsday, and Goku is his story is like Superman. It's just I love the whole. Oh, it's so good. It's so good, right?
Technique to
I was
Kill
saying,
Goku's family.
yeah, that was crazy.
Extend this keyblade into a huge curved one called the Azure Dragon Sword, which, along with his Kamehameha, confirms my suspicions that Goku is colorblind.
Actually, Black's Azure Dragon Sword is named after a legendary weapon wielded by one of Earth's greatest warriors, the Desert Bandit Yamcha. Wait, what?
And he can
Really?
take a scythe and slice open space-time itself to create a bunch of shadow clones. Black, not Crater Boy over here. But his most dastardly weapon isn't a key technique at all. It's the time ring he
Yep.
got from his dead master.
There's that time.
Ring allowed Black to travel through time and even escape into Future Trunks' alternate timeline, where he had free reign over the entire universe.
Yep.
Let him team up with his best bud, himself.
Hugging
Goku
yourself.
and company showed up to spoil the fun. But wait, isn't Zamasu in Goku's body? How are there two Gokus? There's only one Goku in the multiverse, right? But Goku met Black before he met Zamasu, which means Black existed before Zamasu came up with the idea. And then they killed Zamasu before he could do it anyway, but Goku Black was still around? What the hell is going on?
Sure, it's a classic grandfather's paradox. The thing is, Black's time ring prevents him from being affected by alterations to his own personal timeline. So, killing him in the past doesn't change his future, and vice versa. He's almost impossible to kill because even if you do it at one point in time, he still exists at another point in time. And another, and another, and another, and another.
Oh god, I hate time travel. Black has crushed
I love
Saiyans
time
like
travel.
Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks. Hell, even Vegito couldn't beat him. He even merged with the universe to become one with everything. Like I said, major Final Fantasy villain vibes here.
It took Zeno, the Omni King, the most powerful
And
being in
erased.
all of creation, to step in and erase that entire timeline just to stop Black's rampage. How ironic. Zamasu's higher calling was the eradication of all mortal life in the universe, and he stole the strongest mortal's body to do it. But in the end, he was always doomed to fail. His quest for power meant nothing against a being that would always be stronger no matter what he did
Nothing?
or who he was.
Nothing you
And the
could do.
universe ended up being destroyed anyway. It's like one big cosmic joke with no one left to laugh.
You've been running around making messes for too long.
Oh, son.
To choke the life from you. I can't wait to watch you die.
All right.
Barry Allen
Woo, my guy. Barry.
is one of the greatest heroes in history, an inspiration
Yep.
to many across time and space. And there's no better
Oh,
example
man.
than his #1 fan from the 25th
Oh, man.
century, Eobard Thawne.
Yep.
Alright, Wiz, we've
Oh, Thawne.
tackled a lot of stupid names for things in our years here at Death Battle, but I'm confident that Eobard is the dumbest f***ing first name I've ever heard in my life. Eobard was
It is
completely obsessed
dumb.
with the Flash.
It's dumb,
and
but
dedicated his whole life to studying
he's
the Speed Force
not
like a
that
total nerd.
at all.
Good luck to him, because there's no way he's figuring that shit out.
But Thawne's life irrevocably changed the day he discovered a time capsule from the 21st century. By some strange coincidence, it just so happened to contain Barry's costume. By experimenting on it, Thawne managed to replicate the Flash's powers, turning himself into a mirror of his idol.
And you can bet he totally crapped himself when Barry Senpai showed up in the future and took him under his wing. It was a dream come true.
Until Barry realized that Thawne had fabricated crimes in order to show up and save the day. Disgraced, Thawne promised to better himself before traveling to the past to prove his worth to his hero, to prove that their bond was special.
That's when Thawne
He
found
crazy as
out
hell.
he had a best
He
friend,
crazy,
and a
man.
family, and a life without him. He didn't matter. He wasn't special. He was just a nobody Barry tossed out in the trash and forgot about. Like my Tinder dates do to me.
If only. When Thawne visited the Flash Museum in Barry's time, he discovered the secret identity to Flash's greatest enemy that in his future had been lost to time. The one Barry was fated to kill in battle. Eobard Thawne. Wait a minute.
Oh, ain't that a bitch? The shock drove Thawne mad. If he couldn't be Flash's best
Damn.
friend, he'd be his greatest enemy. And I guess also ensure his own future death.
He would travel from the future to terrorize the Flash family in the past. Revenge in reverse. He'd become the Reverse Flash.
Reverse Flash? We're really setting the world on fire with these names today, huh?
But it's awesome.
Thawne draws his
Roll
powers
with it.
from the negative Speed Force, which he generates with every step he takes, just like Barry does with the regular Speed Force. The negative Speed Force gives Thawne access to many of the Flash's powers, including his mind-bending super speed, enough to travel all across time and space in days. He can keep up with and surpass other speedsters like Barry and Wally.
Who once ran fast enough to cross the universe faster than two gods who could teleport. Wally even beat himself in a race, and Barry admitted Thawne was still faster.
Wally beat himself?
Wait just a second, he beat himself? That doesn't even make sense.
But unlike Barry and Wally, Thawne applies his powers more catastrophically,
Yep.
using them to their full potential without any
What they could actually do.
collateral. Take, for instance, his ability to vibrate himself through solid objects.
Objects like, say, vital organs.
Yep.
And if he did, he'd scramble their molecules, causing
killed him.
instant death. Thawne did just that to Barry's wife, Iris, and Barry did not appreciate it.
Thawne's vibrations are so powerful, he can even produce a counterforce that can reverse the destruction of the entire universe.
Pretty crazy sounding.
Whoa!
Even B-tier speedsters like Jenny Ognats can do the same kind of thing. And when Barry and Wally raced each other, they were tearing up the entire multiverse.
Thawne can create shockwaves with a snap, phase into your body and possess you, and even speak at such
Holy
high
shit!
speeds that you'll hear his words as though they were your own thoughts. And instead of stealing your speed like other Flashes, he can steal your time.
Yeah, Thawne can
Oh,
take
man.
life and age
Oh,
you
man.
in just a few seconds.
Didn't know that.
Kinda sounds like your sex life, Wiz.
Wow.
But Thawne's greatest ability is his unmatched skill at time travel. And he uses this expertise to be as petty and cruel as
But this is always the thing when you're fighting with characters that can fly and you can't fly. You can move as like crazy as you need, but it's the whole flight thing that I'm wondering about.
Just make Barry's life suck as hard as he could. Push him down some
Speed, he
stairs.
can keep up
Cut
like
his
nothing.
best friend from history. Kill his mom. He even told Barry he'd go back in time and adopt him as his own son. Dude, what the fuck?
That's another big difference between Thawne and Barry. Whereas Barry only went back in time to save his mother's life, Thawne often went back in time to try to fix his own mediocre life. He killed his more successful younger brother, his career rival at the Flash Museum, and every single boyfriend his crush had until there was no one left but him.
And when she still
Wow.
rejected him, he went back in time again and made her an invalid for the rest of her life. Jesus Christ!
What the hell?
Monster. But wait, Wiz,
He is, I know, but Jesus, I know all the crazy ass shit he's
if he
done.
went back in time to kill someone,
Oh.
they'd be dead in the future, which means
Which means he'd never know them and want to go back in time in the first place, right?
Wiz, maybe time
God.
is a construct with no legitimate unit of measurement other than the meager attempts man has made to understand the incomprehensible world around him.
Well, actually, Thawne was just inside the time stream when Barry initiated Flashpoint, which rewrote the universe while Thawne was technically disconnected from it. So,
Oh.
Thawne essentially broke. Literally, figuratively, mentally, physically,
He snapped.
temporally.
Or maybe he just hated Barry so much it defied the laws of time itself. Whoa.
More specifically, he became a living paradox, a being without a past or future, literally without continuity. Not only did this mean he'd be unaffected by changes to his past, it made him effectively immortal.
Stabbed in the chest by evil Batman, vaporized by Iris in some sweet, sweet payback, or getting Dr. Manhattan by the big blue god dog.
Dr. Manhattan hit him with it?
Was always
Dr.
reborn.
Manhattan hit him with it?
Dead.
But more than anything,
Okay.
it made him immune from consequences.
Unlike Barry, whose changes to time could
Watchmen.
destroy all of reality, Thawne could do whatever he
Smile.
wanted. He was impossible to stop with no reason to hold back.
He's survived a hit from Barry while he had the entire Speed Force absorbed into him, and even Wally's infinite mass punch, which has the mass of a white dwarf star. A white dwarf is essentially the remains of a star's ultra-dense core, which has a mass of over 2 octillion tons.
And he took one of those to the noggin and just took a nap. Man, he must really hate Barry if a sun to the face can't take him down.
But he doesn't.
That's why we
All
love
of his
DC, don't
schemes,
we?
All of his machinations, all of
This
his
crazy
insane
ass god
time-shattering
shit they be
threats,
doing.
all of it
So good.
was because it was the only way he could think of to spend time with his hero.
That's really sad.
His costume says it all.
Hmm.
He never intended to be the Reverse Flash. He wanted to be the Kid Flash. All Thawne ever really desired was to be by Barry's side.
In the end, though, goody little Two Shoes Barry forgave him, and then vibrated away his living paradox powers, erasing him from existence.
Though not entirely. Barry didn't kill Thawne, he reset his timeline, removing the one thing driving his hatred, his relationship with Barry. Without that, Thawne was a normal, happy Flash fan once again.
It's comics, Wiz. He'll be back. And when he does, there'll be no running. He'll always be faster. He'll always catch you. And time is always on his side.
Still think you can take me? Even death can't catch me.
Okay, my decision. Oh man, my decision. They both can time travel when they want. They're both insanely fast, but Thawne's much faster. Black can fly, energy blast like crazy, but Thawne can dodge those energy blasts. It's nothing. So Reverse Flash is fast enough to fight multiple versions of Black. So this is really close. This is much closer than I thought it was gonna be. But I'm God. Oh my God. I'm gonna go Thawne. I'm going Thawne. Reverse Flash. I'm going Reverse Flash.
It was me, Barry. I was the one.
Ooh. Those are not gonna hit. Those will never hit. They're not gonna hit. They're both just insane as hell, yo. Just crazy. Woo! There we go. Love the music too. Those are not gonna hit, but they blow up though. Woo! Oh man, they're going. There's a difference in strength though, but the speed. You just. This is so good. Woo, that scythe. God, these freaking time travels. Yeah, but come on. You what? Oh. This is definitely my favorite that I've watched so far. This is insane. This is insanity. Was that Quicksilver? I like that. This is insane. Truly. Oh!
The people to that zone really should have a timeshare.
This was a fairly tricky matchup to figure out. Least of all,
It's the rain though. I didn't even count that as a thing, him taking off, but he can. But man,
60 times over. I mean, a punch at least as big as a star is
God, that was awesome. Good job on y'all part. That was awesome.
than just how many stars
Either way, I would have won, but I chose Thawne, and I'm happier. I won that because I chose right.
impressive, they were removed from time itself, becoming living paradoxes, making any attempt to kill either of them meaningless.
Stupid time travel.
It's difficult to determine who.
But the thing
would
about
figure out the count of this
Thawne
temporal
is
invincibility
that it'll be
but it would most likely rely on
Black
a
is his
combination
ring.
of speed
That's the
and
problem. His weakness was the
As far as
ring.
speed goes, it's no surprise Thawne definitely had the edge. Yeah, Black's
yeah.
attacks could reach speeds quintillions of times faster than light, but Thawne
But
is a
Thawne
Flash.
isn't
Even
is a
early
Flash.
in his career
Yeah.
as a member of the Flash family, Wally West could reach speeds that were impossible to comprehend and calculate. There are numerous examples of this for multiple iterations of the Flash, many of whom Thawne was clearly equal to.
Plus, he's kind of an expert when it comes to timey-wimey bullshit.
Yep,
And he could
he's
likely overpower
expert
Black
as
and
shit in
destroy
that.
said time
That's
ring
that's
too.
what it
After
is.
all, Thawne once generated enough energy to counter the destruction of the entire DC universe, which is stated in comics to be at least 100 trillion light years in diameter. That's over 1 billion times larger than our own universe, and over 70 million times larger than Dragon Ball's Universe 7.
It's sort of impossible to lock down the exact limits of Goku Black's upper strength without getting into lots of assumptions and guesswork. He's obviously stronger than Goku was when he clashed with Beerus, but even being super generous with training and power boosts and multipliers, the gap here is way too wide to be able to just assume Goku Black could match this level of power. The DC universe is just too big. And remember, Barry and
This is what we do, though. DC does this ish. We do this.
It's also important to stress that Goku Black is not Goku. Goku's
This is a
drive and
monster.
willpower can push through even the most absurd
That's
limits and
Goku.
potentially
That's
higher
not. This is a
levels of
monster.
power. Zamasu took
He's-
Goku's body because he's more than willing to take shortcuts. It's
Yeah,
an entirely
Goku don't use them
different
shortcuts.
Yeah, and once he took care of that time ring, Reverse Flash had a
That's
lot
it.
more options than just overpowering Black. With that super speed, he could pretty easily scramble Black's
I just noticed he flipped them off.
to death with a touch. Zamasu may have been a deity even without the time ring, but Goku's body is mortal with a limited range of age. Might have really screwed yourself with that one, huh, Zip Zap?
You
Goku
effed
Black
up.
was a nightmarish foe, but Thawne's experience with time travel, ridiculous levels of hacks, and frankly impossible speed gave him the means to take the win.
This fight was definitely not underwhelming.
The winner is the Reverse Flash.
Okay. All right, man. Let's go. Yes, I enjoyed it thoroughly. That was freaking incredible, man. Incredible. God. I'll see y'all next time, man. Hulk versus Broly. Holy smokes. That was incredible. I'll see y'all the next time, man. For the next one. Peace out, man. That was incredible. God. And music.